I'm Jeff Frederick, and welcome to 10 Questions. My guest today, Rhonda Schilly. Here we go. Rhonda, tell me what you do at Drury, and tell me your Drury story.
So I am the director at the Monett campus, and then I provide some...
The beautiful Monett
beautiful
campus.
Monett campus. Then I provide some guidance to our Harrisonville campus as well. My Drury story, this is my favorite thing to talk about. So it all began in 1993. I was living in St. Louis, but I'm from the Ozarks, so I was wanting to move back, start raising a family. So I responded to an ad in the Springfield News Leader for an office assistant to the director of annual giving. So that was in 1993. So moved to Republic and started working on the main campus in the advancement office for a little over 4 years, had both of my children while I was there. Decided to move back to what I call God's country here in the Berry County, and just was a stay-at-home mom, substitute teaching. Life kind of was going on and took some twists and turns like it does.
Sure.
And so found myself a single mom with my 2 girls, so I needed to go back to work full-time. So I called Ann Saunders, I worked with her on main campus, and I knew that she was from the Monett area. And really, I just called her to see if I could use her and Judy and some of the others I worked with in advancement as a reference as I was starting to apply for jobs.
And they said...
Of course. And actually, and I even remember where I was on Highway 44 when I called her, and she's like, oh my gosh, Rhonda, I have
something for you.
I have an opening, and I didn't want to post it because I was just wanted to get the right person. So, she's like, I got a job for you. So I took it, of course. I was an office assistant, so I wasn't making a lot. But my goal was, if I can get my kids an education at Drury, this is going to be worth it. It's going to be worth the sacrifice. So, well worth the sacrifice. And I'll forever be grateful to Ann Saunders. I truly believe it was a God thing, and she really mentored me and molded me and gave me confidence that I didn't know I could have. So, became her assistant in 2009 and have been here ever since and have kind of just evolved. So that's kind of that side, but let me give you another part of my Drury story. So when I started here, I had about 3 semesters of college under my belt. So, that imposter syndrome was pretty strong working in higher ed, and I'm beginning to advise students. I'm like,
despite all the good work you were doing.
I got to do this thing, I got to do this thing that I've been putting off for so many years. So I went back, finished my bachelor's degree in human services. My daughters both went to the Drury Day School and had that experience. Both of them graduated from Drury. My oldest daughter stayed and finished her master's at Drury, then went on to do a specialist at a different university. And then my youngest met her now husband at Drury. He was a baseball player. So they moved to his hometown of Jacksonville, Florida. And then she went on and finished her master's degree there. So I am forever grateful to Drury because I believe it instilled the importance of education for my girls. And man.
What a great story. Whenever you needed something, Drury was there. And whenever Drury has needed something, you've been there.
I hope so. I hope that's how they
Absolutely.
see it. Yeah.
When you were little, what did you think you would be when you grew up?
You know what? I don't know. I just remember idolizing my mother. She was such a good mother. She was the mother all my friends wanted to be at my house because she would have your clothes clean the moment you took it off. She would have breakfast on the table as soon as you woke up. And she was just the mother of all mothers. But she always thought I would be an artist because I loved drawing comics in the Sunday newspaper. I wasn't an artist, but what a mother. She would send my pictures into the Highlight magazine and it got published. So, Mom thought,
you are an artist.
I know, right? So, but really middle school, high school, quickly saw myself. I just remember thinking, I just want to work in a tall glass building and I want to have my name on my desk. I don't know what that means, but yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So what's your favorite place on the Drury campus? And you could pick from multiple campuses and therefore you can give more than one answer.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad you gave me I love being on the Monett campus. Like, this is home. I don't care where I am, as long as I'm amongst our amazing staff, our students, our faculty. You can just spend a few moments here and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's just a place Sometimes I don't want to go home at night. My children are like, "Mother, go home."
You have a family here.
I have a family here. Yeah, my girls are grown, and I enjoy building relationships with all of them on the main campus. Being an athlete, there's nothing like the smell of, hardwood floor. So love going to O'Reilly. But mostly I love it because it's that place that we get to go and celebrate with our students when they cross that stage. And that's what we tell them when they come. We're going to be there when you cross that stage. And so we try to keep our promise. Sometimes
really
I got to push Bobby out of the way so I can get down there and take pictures. But
that's really great.
Yeah.
So what was the first concert you ever went to? And what's the one you hope to go to next?
So when I was a little girl, my aunt took my sister and my cousins and I, and we camped out overnight at the SNS, now MSU campus, to get Rick Springfield.
Oh my goodness. From General Hospital.
Yeah. Rick Springfield. So that was my favorite though, it's probably Elton John. Or Kid Rock, great performer, whether you like his music or not.
Sure.
He's a fantastic performer. And I wish I could see the Eagles. That's the only CD that I have in my car and has been for 20 years.
You know all the words backwards and forwards.
Love it. Every single song.
Tell me about someone at Drury who really makes a difference.
Gosh, it's so hard because there's so many people that make such a great difference. I mean, I think about a difference to me, and that's I got somebody on speed dial in every single office on campus. I could not do my job without those people. With this Monett campus, I mean, they're all amazing. Jose is probably the best advisor that we've run across. He was a student, and he is a personal friend of mine, and it's been fun watching him grow. But as I think about the person who's been here for me through the years, through all the leadership changes, it's Aaron Jones. He's always been here for me. He's always pushed me to go back. I didn't finish my master's, but I got a graduate certificate. Wouldn't have gotten that had he not encouraged me. Just helped me fight some battles, good battles, fall on the sword for me. I have an enormous amount of respect for him.
That's great. So we've stranded you on a desert island. What's the food you're going to miss the most?
So I love food, but you will hardly ever catch me without a drink in hand. So I could not live without my half-cut tea.
Okay.
Preferably from McDonald's, but I can get it anywhere. Yeah.
Nice. What's the most surprising thing you've learned in your time at Drury?
Yeah. I always saw the world very black and white before I started working at Drury. And my experiences here, the people that I've got to meet, has really helped me see things so much differently. And when I was a student here, I ran across a quote. I was in a class that was kind of given me, I was really struggling with the content and not something I didn't really want to study, and why am I studying this? And I ran across an Aristotle quote that said, "It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it." It was one of those aha moments, honestly, where I was like, you can have conversations about things that you don't know anything about. It's okay. And what I've discovered is I've had some of the most honest conversations and open conversations on my time here, and I've learned and grown so much from those. So
that's great. So what's the best piece of advice you would say you've ever received?
Yeah, I'd say that would be from my mentor, Ann Saunders. When I started here, life was really rough. It just felt like it was never ending. It was never going to get past that point. And I remember her telling me, she would even say, "Get a piece of paper out, Rhonda, and I want you to write this down. One day I will learn to put value to my struggles."
Wow.
And it's just so stuck with me. And I just kind of have that mindset. So when I think that way, I think there's good in everything. Okay, how can I look at this in a positive way? So
that's really good. So you get to invite anyone, living or dead, to campus to spend a day with you or to teach a class or hang out with students. Who are you going to pick and why?
So I have the best grandmas on earth, but both of my grandmas would be disappointed in me if I didn't say Jesus, because he's the best teacher, leader, friend you can have. So
I believe you'd pack the classroom too, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So finally, what's the most interesting place you've ever traveled to?
So probably, I don't know if the people would find it an interesting place, but the experience was really meaningful and interesting for me. So I went on a mission trip many years ago to an Indian reservation in lower rural South Dakota. We went to work on a restoration project for their church, and very poor community, and their way of thanking us was taking us on a horseback ride. I'm thinking this trail, right, where it's no. They took us on the west bank of the Missouri River on their horses, which was such a privilege that they allowed us to ride their horses with these native people. One of the most exhilarating experiences of my entire life. Those horses, I'm like, they were so sure-footed. They knew that land inside and out. Absolutely exhilarating. So,
what a great trip.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's 10 questions with Rhonda Schilly. Way to go! You crushed it.
Is that okay?
You did awesome.
Next.